All right. Ketki ji is here. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, thumbs up, please. Ketki ji saying hello. Venki Durgam ji saying Hare Krishna. Bur Burgadda Arun ji saying hi. Aishwarya ji saying hello, sir. Thumbs up. Aishwarya ji, thank you. Anindita C saying hello, sir. Hello, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mak Kumar ji saying Jai Shri Krishna. All right, great. Anju ji saying Namaskar from Bangalore. Namaskar, Namaskar. Namaskar from Guwahati, Assam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, nice to see you back after a long time from India, finally live. I hope you are having a good time. How is everything? Whoever is here, 25 people here at the moment. How is everything? Please write down where are you joining from and what are you up to before we start the video. This Vasantas, Vasanta ji saying Namaste sir, Namaste Vasanta ji. Anindita C saying sir, बहुत ভাল লাগিছে আপোনাক চাই মানে পিছত. Thank you. All right. Rage Quit is saying, sir, I have Mars in 4th house of Cancer. I am Aries ascendant. I am becoming obese day by day. Yeah, maybe you need to watch out on what you're eating, and you also need to see why you are doing this overeating and what actually Mars is doing. Okay, so just because Mars is in your 4th house, it does not mean that because of that you are gaining weight. The overall chart has to be seen. So I understand you have taken this as a pointer and nothing wrong with it, but what I mean to say is this is not the only reason why it might be happening. Maybe there is some issue with your Lagna Lord, your Sun, Moon. That is all you need to check. Okay. Aishwarya ji saying, I'm from Pune. How are you doing, sir? I'm doing good, Aishwarya ji. I hope you are doing good too. All right. Burgadda Arunji asking, I have one doubt. Mars, Mercury, and Venus conjunction in 12th house. How's this conjunction? Well, this is a difficult conjunction in my opinion. This is not the best for money, but this is in general good for doing spiritual practices and perfectly for doing research. Spiritual practices a bit debatable, could be good, could be bad, but certainly for doing research, very good position. All right, Vishal Kulkarni ji is saying Namaste, Palak ji is saying hello, Girija Das ji is saying Mercury in Anuradha with Sun in 8th house, remedy for skin, please. Well, I don't know what's there in your chart, what's going on with your Lagna Lord, Sun, Moon, so I cannot give a remedy like this. Poon Kothai P is saying I'm from Chennai. That's great. That's great. Okay, Ketki ji is saying kitchen renovation going on and things aren't going well. Okay, I hope it gets better. All right, nice. Luigi is saying Sun, Saturn, Mercury conjunction in Libra for Gemini ascendant. Sun, Saturn, okay, the same question. So this is a good placement, but can give a lot of hard work. Okay, this is something you need to be aware of. Anindita C is asking, sir, when a nakshatra is on Saturn's nakshatra, does it give results slow like Saturn? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Vishal Kulkarni is saying Sun, Moon, Mercury, ninth house. Great placement. Great. Well, it depends on where where the nakshatra lord of Mercury is. So it depends. Okay. Bahjani is saying Jupiter Mahadasha. Hello, sir. Running Libra ascendant, Saturn return in 20. Yeah, for Libra ascendants, Jupiter Dasha is not the easiest. Okay, it's tough. So you need to watch out, especially on your health. Okay, Mark Kumar is asking Moon Mahadasha and Saturn Antardasha. What would be the result? Well, it depends on where your Moon is, or where your Saturn is. So I don't know where your Moon is, where your Saturn is, what they are doing, where's your Lagna. So it does not make sense for me to give a. Is this going to be good or bad? So it would. It's like saying good and bad for what? Okay, so it depends on the area also. Okay, sir, what will you discuss today? Very good question. So I was thinking to discuss on some different topics for a short period of time, not too long, but short and sweet. And please pardon me for the video quality and the sound quality. I hope it will improve. Okay, so the first thing I would like to discuss is this case of this person named Atul Subhash from Bangalore. Hmm. And he has recently taken his life, and many of you have asked me in my Instagram DMs and during the conversations also that why do you think this has happened and what should we do? Well, you have to understand why this is happening. See, many people are now saying that the females are becoming very vicious. Okay, they are putting they are weaponizing the what is that judiciary laws, and they are like putting it against men. This is what many females are saying, many men are saying. Okay. Well, that could be true to some extent, but what is important to understand is men and women both were always vicious from day one. Why? Because this world that we are living in, this is the material world. This is Dukhalaya Ashashwatam, as Sri Krishna says in the Gita, right? Like Krishna says that this world is a place of misery. So when there is misery, what happens? You want to inflict misery on others also, because that's how you feel happy about yourself, right? So then what happens is we have the examples of vicious people, both men and women, from the epics of our Vedic tradition. We have the example of Ravan. He violated the chastity of so many women, so many. I can go on giving names, but everybody knows. He abducted Sita Devi. He tried to violate the chastity of Vedvati. Then uh, he sexually abused Rambha. He kind of, you could say, he raped her, and so many others. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Everybody knows of about Ravan. Then we have example of Surpanakha. What she did when she realized that she cannot have Ram and Lakshman. What she did, she went and tried to kill Sita Devi. Right. So it is not that suddenly out of nowhere women have become vicious now. It is not that. It is just that now the laws to some extent are a bit in the last 50 years or 100 years, because of so many atrocities which have happened against women. The laws were made in favor of women. Okay. So because of that, now they have the power to exercise these laws. So because of that, now you are seeing that They are behaving a bit viciously sometimes. Some women, not all, of course. And this is very true. Even with one of my friend, he has he's still married, and his wife has put, like a case of like 3-4 crores upon him, and all fake allegations. Now, ours is an astrology channel, right? So how, what should we discuss? So number one, either you are a man or a woman. Let us keep the gender out of this for a moment, okay? At the moment, if you are a person looking to get married, then please, 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 first look at your own chart. If your married life is not the best, then number two. Now, number two is applicable even if your married life is good as per astrology. But you need to understand that while you get married to somebody, see what happens. There is a problem with both the way how love marriages and arranged marriages are happening in India. So, with love marriages, what is happening? You meet somebody, you fall in love with that person, and then you think, oh, this person is all in all. Then you want to get married to that person, right? But then the problem is you only stay with that person for maybe 6 months, 1 year, or maybe 2 to 3 years. But you don't know what the hell is coming after 10 years, 15 years. You don't know. How can you know that? Only using astrology. When you look at that person's Mahadasha, Antardasha, next 3 to 4 Mahadashas, you must look. Okay. Then once you look at the person's individual chart, then you have to see that then comes compatibility, how well you are compatible. Because if the other person's chart is not good, then it is a waste of time to do compatibility matching, right? It does not make any sense, because anyways, if the person is not good, how will you, what will you do even if you have a good compatibility? The fundamentals will be missing. The person will resort to all this extortion, alimony, or they might beat you also. Even if you're a woman, your husband might abuse you, take dowry and all these things. So it works for both the genders, okay? So when I see such cases, I feel very bad, not just for the person, not just for this man or for his family, but I feel very bad as a student of astrology. If at all, if at all this person would have gone to a good astrologer with the chart of this lady, this case would have not happened. Now, of course, it's easier said than done. Somebody may say, oh, that was his karma, he had to go through and all this. That's fine. Okay, karma works, and karma always works. We are not trying to say, and I'm not trying to say, oh, if he would have gone to a good astrologer, this would have never happened. But at least he would have been aware of what is coming. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So therefore, you need to understand that you may not be able to prevent certain things 100%, but you can at least be aware of them. You can at least take precautions, and you can protect yourself to whatever extent possible using astrology. So that is why when I saw this case, rather than thinking like, oh yeah, I'm a man, this person is a man, I'm feeling bad for this person, why are women misusing these laws? I am feeling bad because this was completely avoidable. I won't say 100%. Again, as I said, karma is there, but at least something could have been done. So therefore, please, 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 humble request, you are a man or a woman, when you are about to get married, before that, please look at the horoscope of your spouse, your to be spouse. Very, very, very important. And the best is in arranged marriages, the best is First you see their biodata, then you look at their chart, and then you decide if the chart is good. You look, or you tell some astrologer, look, if if the chart is not good, don't go ahead. Better to marry late than to marry a person who has a terrible chart. Okay. So therefore you need to understand that this was avoidable. Now of course this does not mean I am saying that the laws are not the laws are like bit skewed towards one gender. I'm not dismissing all this. I'm just saying from an astrologer's perspective. Okay. So this is point number one. First your chart and then that person's chart. And again, as I said, if your chart for marriage is not good, the upcoming the overall chart and the upcoming 30-40 years for you is not good, then it is already a red flag. The biggest red flag is our own chart. I see people, they start finding, oh, what are red flags? This person is narcissistic, this person is psychopath, sociopath, this person will ghost me. Okay. This person is a red flag, this person is a green forest. Okay. Now the biggest red flag is our Dustana houses. The biggest red flags, they tell us where are we ourselves the red flag. Okay. Okay, so therefore your chart and the chart of the girl or the boy, very, very, very important. All right, we have a lot of other people. Welcome everybody. Where is it? Where is it? Where did I lose? Where is it gone? BT Vlogs has retracted the messages. Anita Bist is saying a very good evening from Dehradun. Just wish to know how do numerology and astrology for individual predict. Yeah, so numerology, astrology are both very important. Numerology is your date of birth, and numerology is more important for a person's profession, and astrology is more important for a person's married life. Okay, so for the external world, numerology is more important, and for the internal world, astrology is more important. And palmistry gives idea about the person's nature, which is important in both male and female. Rage quit. Thanks, sir. Atul Kunli should be discussed. Yes, yes, we should. Anindita C is asking, is it because of his past life karma towards the source? Well, certainly yes, there is some karma which he had to pay back. But again, that is between him and God. Okay, when we see as observers, we should not bring in karma there. Like when Sita Devi was kidnapped, Lord Ram did not say, "Oh, anyways, it was your karma, right? So what should I do?" No, he was like, "I am the husband, I have to protect." So he went and fought the Battle of Lanka, as we know, and he got her back. Vishal Kulkarni ji saying, tell us more about number of eclipses 2025 and 2026 major issues regarding it. Yes, I will make videos specifically. Don't worry. Thank you. Saurabh Raghunath, Jai Shri Krishna. Nice to see you, Saurabh. Prajwal Pawan is saying, sir, I am having very difficulty to get job. Please do the 6 weeks money remedy, Prajwal ji. You will find it in my channel. Monica Wag is saying, Hare Krishna, sir. Okay, what else is going on? Bad comments. All right. S is asking, good evening. Why don't astrology predictions work for some people? Especially, I am facing the issue. Well, it can mean two things. Either your birth time is not correct, or you are going to an astrologer who is not skilled enough to give a verdict, judgment, or it can be both. All right. So now the next thing that I wanted to discuss was What what was that I wanted to discuss? Let me check just a minute. I I'm not able to recall. Yes, yes. All right. So the next thing shortly I will discuss is the WAQF Amendment Act, which I said is most likely to be passed, was most likely to be passed in the current winter session of the Parliament. Okay, but it did not get passed. So when can it get passed? See, I made a video like 3-4 months back about Prime Minister Modi, where I said that for him the period till 13th April next year is very powerful. And there I said till 13 April major decisions related to real estate can be taken from his side. Now, so when I see there is a possibility that till 13 April, so then when I now see that okay there is a winter session, so maybe the bill can be passed now. But now they are saying they will pass it in the next budget session. I don't know exactly when is the budget session, but if it is before 13th April, most likely it will get passed. Okay, so at the end, either now or later, but before 13th April. If it is not passed before 13th April, then I will be surprised. I don't think that is possible, but I'm saying if it is not passed and if it becomes a reality that the bill is not passed, then I will recalibrate my analysis. Okay, but in my opinion, before 13th April, it should be passed, provided there is the budget session, which is there somewhere in the first quarter, I guess. Anyways, okay, so that is about the WAQF amendment bill. Then China, Bangladesh. What about China, Bangladesh? Well, if you go to my YouTube community page, I made a post on 21st October that from tomorrow, which is 22nd October, Home Minister Amit Shah ji, his period is changing. His bad period is finally ending. So if you go and see the news on 22nd, what happens? You will see, India, China, they are disengaging in the border conflict. Gradually, it's happening. So, in my opinion, the internal security of India will improve because Home Minister Amit Shah was having a very bad time in the last 6 years, and you have seen there so much, all this bloodshed which has happened in India, so many internal conflicts, clashes. Now, I'm not blaming him, or I'm not saying he was correct, the other party was wrong. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying from an astrological perspective. So, in my opinion, things should improve, and now I think recently we have seen like India's national security advisor Ajit Doval ji, he went to China, and the Mansarovar thing, there's some development there. Okay, I don't know exactly, but I have seen there are positive developments. So let us see, let us be hopeful that things happen. But the WAQF amendment bill should be passed before 13th April. This is my opinion. Otherwise, I'll be surprised from an astrological perspective because that has to do with real estate. Okay. And also today I saw there was some mess in the parliament. There was some anyways, some other time. Okay, वेंकी दुर्गम जी asking ऑफिस पॉलिटिक्स से बचने का उपाय बताओ ना सर प्लीज. See, office politics is a reality, but you should be focused on your work, and you should be focused on making sure that others know where you are working. And see, when I say work, it is not just you are working like a donkey. No, not that. But it means you are working on things that will ultimately benefit the company. This is very important. So work in a way that ultimately the company is benefited, not just do your work. So try to go beyond your role and see. And when I say beyond your role, I don't mean you work like 12 hours every day. I don't mean that. Or what I mean to tell you is, within every department there is like the most critical aspect. So you have to identify that and you have to work there. It's like without that something cannot function. Okay. And then you will see all this office politics and all this will not matter much. It will matter always, but not to a certain extent, not beyond a certain extent. Okay. Rubesh Ji saying, hi sir, I am from Chennai. I am reading Krishna book daily. Is it a devotional service? Certainly, you are reading the Krishna book. That's great. You are going closer to Krishna and that too in the night. Very good. Okay, sir, why do people with bad Jupiter don't get good astrologers? Not necessarily. It depends on their chart, especially the ninth lord, Jupiter, fifth lord, all these three. These three planets actually decide will you get good astrologers or not. Okay. Benjamin is saying, what will be the result? I am from Assam. How to consult with you? You can always go to my website www.exoticastrology.in. And last but not the least, I forgot to announce, better late than never. On 21st, which is day after tomorrow, I am having the Massive Wealth webinar at 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Let me cross check if it is 5 p.m. I'm sure it is. I'll just cross check. All right. Yes, Indian Standard Time 5 to 10 p.m. London time is 11:30 to 4:30. Then Central European time is 12:30 to 5:30. Then Eastern Standard Time 6:30 a.m. to 11:30. Then Central US time 5:30 to 10:30. And then Mountain time 4:30, 9:30, and Pacific time is 3:30 to 8:30. So I'm having this webinar for 4 hours. So 2 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour gap in between. So total 5 hours. So in this, I will actually, as you have seen in last 1 year, in this year, I made a lot of videos on massive wealth. Right? Where will you get wealth from? How to know if you have massive wealth? How to identify massive wealth in a horoscope? Then how to know when will you get the massive wealth? And number three, from where will you get the massive wealth? Okay. So it is like overall planets, then dashas, and through means. Okay, the means to it. So it will be on Saturday, 21st December for 5 hours, for 2 plus 2, 4 actually, and there will be a lot of example charts which will be discussed, and practical examples, and the recordings will be given. The certificates will also be given. And if you want to join, I think there's quite some people in the webinar. Yeah, so I have put the registration link down below. In case you want to join, then we'll be very happy to see you. Okay. Okay, one last question I will take. Rich is asking, hello Bhabaji, join to say pranam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sivani Panda is saying, what is the definition of wealth? Is that only money? Well, as per scriptures, the definition is different. But nowadays, when we say wealth, people interpret in terms of money. All right. So yes, that the webinar on 21st is only about money. There's nothing else there. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I will have to now rush because I have a consultation in 1 minute. I don't want to keep the other person waiting. All right. Thank you so much for joining. The link for Massive Wealth webinar is there in the chat. If you are interested to join, please join. You can register, and I would love to see you there. I think we have almost 19-20 registrations. Let us see if we can get more. All right. Thank you so much. Please take care. Jai Siaram. Jai Gopal. See you again. Namaste. Good night.